welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a timeless and collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. See which messages feel like they resonate for you and hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering. Remember that divine inner guidance, it's in you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. I did a little pre-poll on the energy and you got beyond words. So maybe something is unexplainable. Maybe there are no words to put to how you feel or what is going on, what you're connecting to. Let's see what this is all about. We're gonna start today with the Yin Yang Oracle. Get a little clarity, a little foundation of the energy and situation. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. What is beyond words, incomparable? Maybe even a little, I hear confusing, maybe even a little confusing. Trying to explain something, but you can't explain it. Foundation, please, and thank you. Maybe somebody is trying to figure something out and they need a little alone time right now. This is somebody who is in the energy of isolation. They just need some space. They need some peace. They need some quiet. Maybe that's you or someone else. And they're trying to consider what to do or which way to go. Have some inner reflection on a certain situation, how they really feel. Contemplating something. This is somebody who is, I'm not just getting in their head, even though it has thoughts and words. I feel like this has a connection with the feels. So maybe somebody just needs some space right now to figure out what it is they are feeling. Clarity on thoughts and isolating. Transcendence and unity. Ooh, somebody is mirroring you exactly. So maybe you and somebody else are both needing a little bit of space to figure something out. It could even be that some people need some alone time together. Get their thoughts on the same page or put their heads together. This is where you have transcendence. That's a big change that's coming through. That's transcending time and space as far as like changes that are about to happen. But there is somebody who's supporting you, working with you, and kind of moves in alignment with you. So maybe it is, an energy that is isolating for now to gather themselves, but I feel like this is going to breach the surface of a situation, or I'm just getting a lot of balance coming back. These two beautiful girls are just doing handstands here. So I do feel like it's balance that's coming through, but maybe it's even a little bit of hangman energy here, turning something completely upside down to see something a different way in order to transcend, to elevate, to change, to grow. Seeing a totally opposite perspective than before. So it is possible somebody just needed a little space, away from whatever they were trying to figure out, so they have that freedom. I'm getting, even without like outside influences, to really have that inner self-reflection. Clarity on transcendence and unity. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, you are transcending. You're heading to the north node. This is the opposite of the south node, which is sort of in the comfort zone. It's like repeating cycles, big lessons you are learning. This is, for me at least, more of a getting on your path to destiny kind of energy. It's tapping into spiritual downloads, your higher self, This is really recognizing there is a greater purpose for you. There's a higher purpose for why you are here, what you're supposed to be doing. I just heard how you're supposed to be using your talents or your wisdom. Purpose. It's feeling like you're going in the right direction. Like what you are putting your energy into matters because you feel growth happening in your soul. It's tapping into your soul. It's not just about what you do for a living. It's not anything that has to do with that. It's so much deeper and so much greater than that. Cosmic. It's cosmic energy. North Node, and it's purpose. I do feel like for some of you, this transcendence energy is going to be an evolution. It's going to come maybe not all at once, but kind of in a, I'm getting like a rhythm like this, almost like, I don't know, I see you like catching the right waves. Maybe one goes by, but like you catch the next one. But I feel like those waves are bringing you to the shore to get something grounded. I'm also getting waves of opportunity coming in for you, not just like a big one. It's not just catching the big wave. I feel like you're getting multiple waves. Maybe you're getting multiple downloads as well, receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities, and they feel like they're meant for you. You know, when you get that kind of spiritual attunement, enlightenment, it feels different because it does feel like it has a deep connection for you. And it also is sometimes something you can't really put words to. It's more of a knowing, and it doesn't need any outside validation for what you know you know. So let's see. Let's get one more and then just move along to maybe something totally different. Maybe like an animal card. What is one more message? A little more depth. Oh wow, you're heading to, wow. Yeah, you're getting activations, guys. And this could be somebody else. You could be sparking each other's activation spiritually. It's bringing you to the wish come true. Your genie, your lamp was just laying there for you to find it on the shore. Rub something the right way, know what your wish is, but I'm getting that it's not just a wish. It's not just a wave. I don't feel like this is 3 wishes and you're done. I feel like you can keep rubbing that lamp as much as you want. Limitless wishes. But it's that energy of expansion, not the trophy in your hand. It feels bigger than that. Fulfillment. It's an energy in you. This is self-love in you as well. This is you filling up your own cup. This is you deciding what it is that you dream in your life and taking action to start to make it come true. And sometimes you go and you reach for one little dream because you're following your joy, what makes you feel light and lifted, what brings love in your life. And sometimes that takes you on a different road that you didn't expect, but you started, going in the right direction. Your higher self, God, the universe, will step in and help guide you, on your path to fulfill your purpose. You're getting activations here from your higher self. This is a really nice reading so far. I feel, even though you have that little isolation that happened in the beginning, sometimes you need a little alone time. Sometimes you or someone else needs a little space-a-roo. And that's healthy. You just have to know when to turn something back around, when to open the door, when to start to take action on something. I'm also getting that maybe some of you are having some brilliant ideas that happen either on your own and you can discuss with a certain person that mirrors you just right. Maybe they're exactly opposite than you, but that's what you need. It's like the 2 puzzle pieces fitting together. Or This is somebody that you isolate with very well. I do feel like it's in harmony together. Like you kind of move together. I am definitely getting an alignment with somebody else's vibration, not a mismatch and not someone who's incompatible. That's someone who's compatible with you. And then maybe you can either spark each other to work together or spark each other's movement towards your destiny and your own individual wishes coming true. Because I feel like there is a coming together and coming apart, but I feel like that's really nice because I'm still getting it's a back and forth thing, not a gone and then together thing. I feel like it's in and out with a lot of freedom. So I said the animal, right? Let's go to the big animal deck. The spirit animal journey into the wild. Let's get a little wild with you guys. And get a spirit animal to be helpful, please and thank you. It is a spirit animal with a message and a connection and a vibration for this energy, this purpose, and destiny, activation, unity, transcendence, higher self. It's big energy today. Maybe I should go to one of the cosmic messages. You guys always get the cheetah. You always get the cheetah. This is like going with the flow with grace. It's knowing when to really put some energy into something. You can go the distance. You guys definitely connect to this cheetah. It comes through all of the time for you. This is having agility in a situation. It's being like limber and flexible, but also strong. It's where you know when to take action, but it's that hold back and have that concentration and that focus when you need it too. You have to sort of in and out, like know when to sit back and observe, and then know when to just dive on in full force. So let's do a different animal. I did bring the secret languages of the animals. I haven't used this one in a while. So what is another message? Also, the cheetah is number 13. So that is like completely transforming, transfiguration. Old cycle is done. Releasing that energy, heading towards the light. New energy coming in. The new you. I hear the new, I don't even want to say like ways they say like the 2.0. I feel like it's like a number that doesn't even exist. It's like the new you, infinity .0. That was weird. All right. All right. Let's get one more message. Oh wow, that's a big one. You got the same message. Where is it? Unity. It's unity within yourself, but I feel like this is a beautiful union with others or someone else. Look at how big that whale is. It's magnificence, it's mastery, and it's resonance. Guys, you're having something coming through. Like you're being divinely guided. You know, angels are working with you. Positive, high vibrational energies, your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, whatever you have faith in, you have energies around you really trying to help you get on this path, because I feel like you have a big purpose. You're here for a reason. You're here to spark change in the world. When I know it's just my interpretation, I could be completely wrong, but when I think of the whale, I think of their singing, the songs that they have, and I see like the vibrations of sound travel through the water so effortlessly, and I feel like there's something very spiritual about those songs, not just the communication amongst whales, amongst the pod, I think it's called, but I feel like those vibrations actually go out there and heal the earth. because sound is healing. And I feel like look at how big they are. I feel like that, amazing, magnificent animal and that sound, those waves are actually healing. Maybe some of you sing. Maybe some of you do something with sound therapy, or it's working through emotional situations. It's also that breaching the surface. That big animal is like ready to do a little somersault. It's just having fun reaching the light. Maybe something is going to turn around. Clarity, resonance, magnificence, and mastery. It's also number 2. And that's like the high priestess, which is that inner knowing, that direct connection to source. There's no need for the middleman in this situation. So let's continue. I really like the energy so far. Should we do some from my mystery deck? Yes, and I have a cosmic deck I want to use. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. The Cosmic Oracle. Let's do one from here and see what comes through. What is one cosmic message to be helpful? I don't even feel like today would be appropriate to pull any of the career kind of things, because I feel like this is going to be really specific to your personal path. I don't think it's about your career or your job or even your project. I think it's you following that joy and having something open up. So whatever you are in tune with right now, whatever you are thinking about, whatever thoughts you have had that give you that energy of excitement. This is also really believing in who you are, how special you are. There's nobody like you. And it's really knowing that your uniqueness is beyond compare, is needed. That I'm getting that you are really needed for something, but I feel like it's something really special and it doesn't drain you at all. It fulfills you more and more every time you get to do it. And it's the energy of you get to do something, not you have to. There is a really big difference in that vibration. So it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be something you do here and there, but that fulfills you so much that transcends energy into other areas of your life. Therefore, I hear it brings a lot of transition in a lot of different areas of your life. But that transition starts in you. Once you change, your outer world will as well. So, what is a cosmic message to be helpful? Infinity. What did I say before about the numbers? The infinity. It's you. Infinity. The new you. Infinity point. And beyond. It's beautiful things will endure. Beautiful things are coming to you. I'm going to show you what's at the bottom. It has cooperate, good partner, and important cooperation. You do have all this unity energy, so maybe it's about, if you're not doing something alone, looking at who is a good partner to you, who grooves with you. Maybe your connection is beyond words. Maybe this person is in your life now. Maybe they're meant to come in along this path. You are like two different universes, and you're totally different colors, different shapes, different patterns, but both so freaking gorgeous. So yeah, all right, let's do, I have this deck of cards gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's get a couple from the mystery deck and just see what comes through. It might be the same sort of frequency. It might be an extra deeper message that is helpful to hear and know. Build an empire. You can build empires, but this is about putting the energy into it for something to continue to grow. This is possible, whatever that is for you. It could be a business, but this is, this could be the smallest little you know, most simple goal that you have, and that's your empire. Maybe it's just, I hear a little arena of peace. I do feel like this is not something that feels overwhelming by its size. I feel like it's a brick by brick, piece by piece. So maybe it's emperor or empress energy that's coming through. Another message, please. What did I just say? You're gonna feel that freedom. That's just the freedom. Maybe it's freedom to be creative, freedom to build what it is that your heart is into, freedom to change. Maybe it's just freedom of your time, freedom of any energies that weren't in unity with you, freedom of thought, freedom of what your heart truly feels. Clarity, please, and thank you. Let's get a couple of messages. Just stay in your, I like that, stay in your own lane. It's not about what anyone else is doing, what anyone else's path is, how they're growing, if they're transcending, if they're getting the message or not, if they're learning or not. This is just about you paying attention to what lane you're in. It's also paying attention or not paying attention to what anyone else thinks about what you're doing out there. The right people are going to come along and move in parallel, you know, movement with you, whether it's a little ahead or a little behind or right in sync with you. But this is still not you cutting somebody off or not letting anybody else block you. You keep your own lane. And I feel like it's I feel like it is giving you space. I actually feel like, I don't know why I see this. I see like, you know those, like you're going into the city and they have the carpool lanes where you have to have like 2 or 3 people in the car or go at a certain time. I feel like you are getting your own spiritual, personal, no one else is allowed to go in that lane. It's pretty cool. I love when I get really cool messages. I actually see really big angels. They look like big, beautiful, sparkly, almost like, I'm getting like kind of like balls of light at the 4 corners of you, or maybe just all around you. And I feel like they have like your own little velvet rope around you. So maybe they have to, you know, let in only the right energy into that VIP velvet rope spiritual lane that you are going on. That was such a cool thing to see. I love when I get the fun like images. All right, let's get another message. What's another one? I can't even hold this deck. It's so big. Live in the moment. Live in the now. Not getting ahead too much in the plans and not getting lost in the past. The power of now. Because now's what you got. And I'm going to show you what's at the bottom because I keep staring at it. You have hearing a truthful heart. You have all this energy of unity. Beautiful things that will endure. What did the blue whale say? Unity, mastery. Maybe it's following a truthful heart. Following the truth of your heart. Maybe somebody is going to express something the best they can. Maybe there aren't exact words, but you will feel that as good as they can get those words out, it is expressing the truth of how they feel, who they are, what they want to do. And I feel like somebody is hearing your beautiful, truthful heart too. You're going to connect to other beautiful, truthful hearts, authentic vibrations that are just in sync with you. So yeah, I like this reading today, but let's dive into the tarot. I feel like we should do the winter pastures. It's pretty beautiful. So let's get some movement. Let's see what's going on. Get a little more insight on all of this beautiful energy, let's ask about like the resonance. The resonance and the harmony and the unity, or the, you know, that one thing that said that, like the partner, where's that? And the other cosmic, cooperating. Let's ask about that. What should we know to be helpful about others that are allowed or not around that spiritual velvet rope, your VIP area? It's that maybe you have to wait for the right people to come in. Maybe you have to wait until it's the right season as well, the appropriate season, because this guy is just, I mean, this is where you have already planted the seeds under there, but it's almost like this person went out in the middle of winter and took that shovel and tried to dig the shovel in the frozen ground. It's just going to be really hard to get that hole, and if there's not anything sprouting up yet, it's not forcing that season before it is ready. But I also think how under a certain feet or whatever it is, inches under the earth, it actually is not frozen. So I do feel like there is something under the surface that has been kept warm just for you, and it is growing roots, and it's getting ready now, because wherever you are right now, there is going to be something coming in, all of these wishes coming true. You know, it's almost like you're activating those beautiful seeds that you have already planted, or you're continuing to plant. You're doing that right now with your movement, with your attention, with your energy, with your actions. And something is like really growing deep roots. So you need to be prepared, because there's going to be another time you go out there and all of a sudden everything starts like sprouting or blossoming or blooming on that tree, and the harvest is going to come. So you have to be ready and open in the meantime for that harvest that is on its way. For some of you, I'm getting that, I kind of see, because I see this breaching the surface, I feel like some of you are going to have something happen, and it almost feels like a miracle. Like I see a rose growing up out of that snow in the middle of winter. So I feel like maybe even out of season, or not when you expected something will blossom, open up. Maybe a person will open up. But in the meantime, this is having patience and putting energy into everything day to day. Figure it out. If one day, you know, there's a little extra sunshine, you're good. If it's a dry spell for a little while and you need to water that garden, or it gets a little overwhelmed with the weeds or the weird energy, you need to pull that energy out, you know, clear something away, do a little trimmeroo, and get something to have a good foundation. Clarity on that Seven of Pentacles, please and thank you. Well, that's a really good place. That's the moment. I always consider these are the moments card. These are the moments that you remember, that you are so happy and proud of, that you got to have in your life. So start to have them, start to fulfill your desires by saying yes to the dance. I do feel like there are prayer flags outside of this house. So I feel like this is an answered prayer. This sometimes is considered a wedding, or being invited to a party, a gathering. It's an event or a moment that feels like you're all in when you're there. Unless you have the invitation and you walk up and you never knock on the door. Or you have the invitation in your hand and you're inside there and you never leave the house and, you know, go to that moment. It is sometimes a marriage, but it's where there's usually not a solid structure. Usually there's just a gazebo or the garden or like a tent up, and here you actually do have a structure. And it looks like this structure is so quaint and protected in that snowy woods, like a little cabin in the woods. It's really pretty. So it's living in each moment. Maybe today is not a day to dance. Maybe today is a day to just kind of chillax by the fire and have a cup of hot chocolate alone, read a good book, or invite somebody over that you can just kind of relax with. Even though I usually get a lot of fiery energy with that, I feel like there is something coming through and it feels very peaceful, because those prayer flags feel like an answered prayer to me. Clarity on the Four of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. And this is so in alignment with the rest of the reading. It's almost like that first card that came up, that isolation. Just remember, even if you're isolated where you're comfy and warm, you got to go to town every once in a while and get some supplies. This is not being the hermit upside down where you're just completely isolated all the time. You are meant to connect to others, even if it's just through your work, even if it's just through what projects you're working on or the things that you are creating in there. You know, maybe you're not a people person. You don't really want to go out and mix and mingle. It's not really your style, but you still got something really special that is meant to be shared. It's still an energy thing moving through you that is still going to connect and inspire others. The Hermit is a Virgo energy. It's using that guidance, that lantern, that inner light inside of you to move you through, move you to, move you away. It's paying attention to the couple of steps right in front of you. This is very wise energy. It's a wise teacher. This could be a young soul, but somebody very wise in how they see things. This could be you or someone else gaining wisdom through experience. It could also be where sometimes you have the experience, then you need to kind of have that alone time to process, to really think about what it was you learned, where you want to go, how that light got turned on, why it got turned off, because sometimes the Hermit is that teacher that needs to teach somebody how to fish, turn their light off, so somebody has to search for where the switch is on their own. It's using all that wisdom, because the teacher doesn't do something just one specific way. But I feel like this is you teaching yourself or somebody else finally getting that spiritual lesson. It's feeling comfortable with who you are. Oh wow, at the bottom you have the sun. You have the sun. Guys, this is a really powerful reading. 19, this is your destiny. This is you feeling like you can't even describe the happiness that you feel. This is you being yourself. This is you recognizing that no matter how much snow is coming down from the sky or how many clouds are covering that sun, it's still there. It's the sun. It creates life. It's how everything grows. Even when something is deep under the ground, that sun is still getting in there and creating growth that maybe you don't see at first, but you will. The sun, for me, when it comes to reading, overpowers and shines a light on anything else that came through. It's so much joy. It's feeling like you can play. It's feeling like you're a kid. You feel like yourself. It feels like truth. If you were unclear about a path, a direction, a situation, a partnership, a person, clarity's coming. Big and bright and without a doubt. You know, even here, it's still coming. It's maybe just a cloudy day. And, you know, there's seasons, so sometimes it has to rain. That rain goes onto that garden and also helps something grow. There is value to everything. So, oh, I love that the sun is here. Number 19, maybe 919, 74, 97, 49, 719, 419. Let's go to, I think I said something before about the art of life. So let's just do one more tarot from a different deck and just see if there's an extra message. And I like that these have little quotes. So what is one more? One more overall. Clarity on the Hermit. I want to show you all these cards. This one is just so beautiful. The Sun. And then you have Seven of Pentacles. The Hermit. And this beautiful Four of Wands. Some people consider the Four of Wands the twin flame card as well. The divine connection. It's an 11-11, but maybe it's just that divine unity that is coming on in. Maybe it's about, I'm getting like double answered prayers. So just keep looking at that prayer, those prayer flags. Or maybe it's about, you know, it not being the tent or the gazebo anymore, but really creating something that's way more of a structure. Let's get one more from the Art of Life. What is an extra message that would help right now? Please and thank you. Oh, you got the Sun and now you got the Moon. I kind of like that. So maybe it is, if there was anything, where's your Sun? If there was anything that was hidden emotions, hidden in the dark, unclear, the light's going to turn on. Something is definitely going to breach the surface. Become clear inside of you or someone else. I like that the message in this particular deck is a little more like the Hermit though, because it's not like fears, but it could be facing fears. Maybe it's fear of, you know, stepping up to bat, shining a light on the new you, point infinity. Or maybe it's shining a light on something that's just such new energy. You're not sure. Maybe it's something that you've kept in the dark for a while. This is something usually that is under the surface. It can be secrets. It can be facing fears, but you have to follow your instinct and your intuition here. When you can't see, there's going to be a cycle change. The moon has, you know, the full moon, the new moon, a time when it's dark, and then there's a time where things are illuminated. You can actually see your shadow in the moonlight. Also, the moon is so powerful that it creates the tides in the ocean. And we are also made of water. So, but I do like the balance between the sun and the moon. They're opposite, and yet they match. Silver gold, one's a masculine energy, this is a feminine energy. The moon, go, yeah, it's the same message, go confidently, go with confidence in the direction of your dreams. I said something before about making your dreams real, but you gotta move towards them. Believe they're meant for you and keep open to bigger dreams that you are going to run into, imagine, and discover along the way. It's live the life you have imagined. If you're sitting here and you're just imagining your life was so different and you're doing nothing about it, you're not helping that manifestation occur. You're not even helping the universe bring that dream and that wish that you are thinking to come true. You have to be a part of it. Even if you get those big, beautiful, divine, you know, divine intervention situations where the door's just open. You got to step through the door. You got to see what's going on in the room. You got to go down your private, beautiful VIP lane. It's Henry David Thoreau. I'm going to say it again for you guys. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. And let's get one more rock star. Let's get a rock star. I actually don't know if any music came through today. Oh yeah, the one Beyond Words wasn't that I can't think of who sings it. More Than Words. I think it's Extreme. Hey, that's cool. It's like with a hair band. It has great harmonies though. So you do have all that cooperation and harmony and unity. That's a good song to come through. What is a last message? Reflection. Robert Smith, The Cure. Explore your inside worlds. Look into somebody's eyes deep. I did see the fish before, right? There's a fish there. Maybe some of you like to fish. Experience today. Live in the moment. Prince. I really like those. There's also, I said something before, I think with the cheetah and the 13 and the energy of death, which for me is live, thrive, transform. And I like that there's a little skull. Maybe some of you even like, I don't know, like skulls, or have like a skull tattoo, or have like, there's like a real dichotomy of energy here. There's like pretty little birds, pretty little purple flowers, and then a skull. I kind of like it. So with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here. If any of this reading, as I felt like it was pretty powerful, if anything here just felt like it personally resonated for you, even if it was just like, yes, it resonated, I get it, can you put that in the comments? Because I'd really like to know if you guys are getting the connections with this energy in these readings. And I thank you so much for being here. I feel so blessed to be with all of you every day. And with that, I bid you adieu. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.